Hello friends and fellow gamers, it's MKxJUMP here, and in many of the challenge modes and campaign, it's not unusual to get stuck on a level. Now, hopefully I'm going to teach you an advanced technique today called energy conservation, which is something you can do in the manual combat mode, which should hopefully make your team much stronger when facing some difficult opponents. So guys, let's go find out what this advanced technique is and how it can help you in campaign and the challenge modes. Let's go check out today's video. The first thing you need to know is that your heroes have two kinds of attacks. The first off is their normal attack, which is their first skill up here, and the second skill is their active skill, or their combo attack, or whatever it is for the particular hero. This skill attack is made available to your hero when they have 4 energy and consumes 4 energy to use on their turn. This replaces their normal attack and is usually a much more powerful way of hurting an opponent, or perhaps it can stun them, or perhaps it will hit more opponents. Basically, it will offer a benefit to your team much more powerful than the basic attack. If fighting in auto mode, your heroes will use these skills automatically whenever they have 4 or more energy. This means that you have no decision over whether or not your hero will do their basic attack or active skill. So what we're going to be talking about today is actually going into manual mode and deciding when heroes use these skills. This is important because sometimes it's just not worth using a hero's active skill because the ability is so powerful that it might be worth saving for later. Or it could be a healer's mass heal that's going to heal everyone, but no one on your team could be damaged. So I'm going to be breaking it down for you, showing you how this actually can help you in challenge mode especially. We're right now just fighting in campaign, which is actually proven pretty easy even just with my team on auto mode. But there are some levels that could be more difficult that you can't clear in this way, so let me show you challenge mode because that's when we'll really be taking this to the next level. So in challenge mode, there are many difficult game modes for you to play against. There's Arena, where you can play against people. There's Endless Trial, where you get copious amounts of waves of enemies for you to go and defeat. There's Simulated Alpha, which is basically a boss fight where you have to do as much damage as physically possible. There's Battlefield, which gets increasingly harder as you go and then has progressive bosses and gives you lots of great resources and also genes that can be used to upgrade Maya. And additionally, there's Expedition, which is a fun little PvP game mode that gives lots of great rewards. And then Military Match, which is an advanced PvP mode where you have to face it off against people from all across the servers. Let's start by looking at Endless Trial. This is probably where energy conservation really comes into play, because each of these fight stages you can see up here, I'm on stage 71 and it will take me all the way to stage 80, you retain your hero's health and energy going into the next fight. So if I press combat here and we go ahead and send in our team, I can start off, and because I'm in auto mode, I'm automatically using my active skills. But look how easily I minced through that team. That was ridiculous, right? That was crazy. And therefore it seems a bit of a waste that I used my active skill. I could have saved all that energy for a little later on. Now, one thing you do in Endless Trial, because we might as well cover the different challenge modes whilst we're here, is when you complete it, you get a bonus for your heroes. So we can give our heroes some magic defense, or we can give our guard hero plus HP, which is probably good for my Dragon Knight at the front, so I'm actually going to pick that. And you can also give a magic hero their magic defense. So it's good to actually know what type of heroes you have on your team, either physical heroes, magic heroes, or guard heroes. I have Dragon Knight at the front. She's a guard hero. I like her with more HP. That sounds good to me. Now, let's go into this next fight. Everything will remain as it was, but what I will do is turn off auto mode if I can. Come on, there we go. All right, I missed one fight, which is fine. That was just a normal basic attack. That's okay. So now I'm going to basic attack with Dragon Knight using these controls down here. The bottom one is basic attack, the middle one is the active skill, and finally, when it's available, you have the UAV. Now, just in general, playing in manual mode is really good because you can actually use UAV. You can't do it in auto mode, so I would encourage people who are playing this to play in manual mode. But anyway, let me show you some stuff. So basic attack here, that's what we're going to do. And look, I now have an active skill on my magic arrow. Now I'm going to do this because this will hit 3 enemies and also give energy to my deadly shadow who is in front of her, so that's a perfectly fine thing I'm going to do. There we go, very nice. Now, here we go with Sakura Dancer. She could heal here. Okay, she has no active heal, and even if she did, I wouldn't want to use it here because look, all my heroes are basically full health. It would be a complete waste. So we'll just do a basic heal here to heal up our deadly shadow. Now, here we are with Phantom Blade. Now, most people would think, oh, I'm going to do my active skill on Phantom Blade here. But one thing people don't realize about Phantom Blade is she has a final passive which increases her damage for every bit of energy she has. So you always want to basic attack with Phantom Blade because it's just so good to get her damage as high as you can. Now, see these final 2 enemies here? I'm pretty sure Deadly Shadow can finish them in a single attack. And it's just a basic attack. There's no need to use my active skill. So that's brilliant. Here we go. Look, guard hero, physical heroes. You know what? Let's give our physical heroes some more HP. We've given our guard hero HP. Let's go for our physicals. Now, next up, we're going to fight this next wave in combat. That's going to be completely fine. And again, I'm going to keep it down. I'm just going to save up my energy. And the reason I'm doing this is because as these waves go on through 71 all the way to 80, it's going to get harder and harder and harder. And that's when I'll just want to be using my active skills over and over again to kill these guys. But right now, they're fine. They don't even hit that hard. So I'm just going to go with basic attacks for everybody here. It really doesn't matter. So you see, it's just ticking over. I'm not even taking that much damage at all. I'm relying on a lot of our inbuilt abilities for our heroes. This is completely fine. We've got wow, really good dodging on that hero in the middle there. That's quite annoying. I might need to boost my hit. But hey, look, we're just going to go. This is completely fine. There's no need to use any active skills. Just basic, basic, basic. Look, we haven't even been cut through our elf shields here, which is what this purple bar is over our health bar. Like, we're completely fine. This enemy did no damage to us whatsoever. Guard hero increased dodge. Sounds good to me. We'll make our Dragon Knight even more dodgy. Now I'm going to carry on with a few of these fights, and I'll catch you a little later on against a harder wave where we'll hopefully have saved up loads of energy. So all I'm going to do is just basic attacks on our heroes and show you why saving energy is so important. Here we are now against Wave 78. Now you'll notice I've lost my Deadly Shadow, and that's because I was trying to kill these enemies and they kept on dodging and dodging and dodging and dodging and wouldn't take any damage at all. I was like, oh, okay, and I finally lost my Deadly Shadow because of that. But ignoring that, I'm going to show you why this is really, really helpful. So the first thing you can see is these enemies are on 3 energy themselves, which means next round they're going to have full energy. So I don't want to use Dragon Knight's active skill just yet, because this can silence people. So I'm just going to go with the basic. Hopefully you'll see Phantom Blade join in. There you go. And Phantom Blade one-shot an enemy. That's because Phantom Blade now has 20 energy, which means she's going to be dealing so much damage. All that damage boost she gets for all that energy is now here, which means she's just got so much more power than she would do if she started this with no energy at all. Look, she's going to one-shot this guy. There you go. That was nearly 200,000 damage. Ridiculous. Now, because they've all charged up their energy, active skill with our Dragon Knight, completely decided when we want it. Look, we've silenced 2 of them. This is great. And why not buff our team? Go on, Maya. Use your active skill. Perfect. And we're still going to use our active skills as well with our other heroes because it's going to make them deal more damage, which means hopefully Dragon Knight's not going to die like our Deadly Shadow did. Now, we're a bit low on some of these heroes' healths. Why not use an active skill? Because we can afford to get away with it with our Sakura Dancer. Phantom Blade, getting that kill there for over 200k now. That's nice. And Dragon Knight, look, hopefully silence these 2 again. That's another great thing. Once you've silenced someone, it doesn't remove their energy. So if you get loads of energy on Dragon Knight, you can just silence again, and it's really, really strong. It makes clearing these waves a lot easier, especially if you have a CC hero like Dragon Knight, because you decide when the active skill happens, rather than it going off automatically, which means you now have all that energy, which means you can just do it over and over again. Just entering a fight with full energy is so powerful in these later stages of Endless Trial that I would completely encourage you to do it. The game mode that really takes advantage of energy conservation, though, is Simulated Alpha, and that's because healing in this mode is super important. This alpha deals damage equal to your max HP. It doesn't matter if your hero has loads of attack or not a lot, you're all going to take the same chunk of damage from this hero's attacks. Now, this sucks because it basically means no matter how powerful your hero is, you're always going to lose them unless you've got enough healing to keep them up. So, timing your active skills on your healers is super important, and having loads of energy saved up on your healer is crucial. Additionally, Sakura Dancer, which is the healer I have just above where my finger is there, she's going to be healing people and hopefully removing the attack debuff from the Simulated Alpha, which happens on the Simulated Alpha's active skill. Now that's crippling, especially in a game mode which is all about dealing as much damage as you can. So timing that active skill to go off and remove that attack debuff is huge. So let's do it. First things first, we're going to do an active skill on Maya. Doesn't matter about saving things up on her, we just want to strengthen everyone's attack. Next, Magic Arrow absolutely wants to use her active skill because getting as much energy into my Sakura Dancer is important. We have our attack here from Deadly Shadow. She's going to hopefully crit. No, she didn't. That's unfortunate. And now Phantom Blade. Always basic attacks on Phantom Blade. We need to get Phantom Blade to 20 energy as soon as possible so that she can get as much damage as possible. Next up, just a basic attack on Sakura Dancer. We don't want to be wasting our energy. And then finally, we're going to go with basic attacks on Storm Witch because her basic can happen multiple times and therefore synergizes with Phantom Blade. So our heroes are going to go ahead and attack now because they have no other option. And now we're back to Phantom Blade. There we go. Basic attack. Sakura Dancer, same thing. Just a basic attack. That's all we need. And Storm Witch, again, basics. Just storing up that energy on our heroes. And also, the basic attacks synergize with Phantom Blade. Once again, it's going to be a basic attack for Maya. And now, again, active skill with Magic Arrow. Whenever she has it, she's going to do it because we need that energy going into our Sakura Dancer. You can see she has times 11. And even in my mind, that might not be enough. But we're sending in Deadly Shadow. There's a hit, there's a crit, that's nice. Phantom Blade, and we just carry on. Again, just a basic with Sakura Dancer and basics with Storm Witch. Okay, see now we have this red mark above us. That's the debuff. And look how much damage that active skill dealt to all our heroes. It didn't matter how much health they had because I think it's 60% max HP, maybe it's 50% max HP. Either way, it's a lot of damage that active skill deals. So instead of doing something like attacking it, also you should look, this enemy now has buffed up their defenses. So I'm going to UAV here just to heal up my heroes and potentially get some energy. So we're going to do that on everybody. Everyone's going to UAV. So we're sending it in, easy peasy. And now it's Sakura Dancer's turn. It's about time we spent some energy and hopefully purified away this attack debuff. There you go. The attack debuff has disappeared. She's now going to be healing them. And it's time we UAV'd our Storm Witch and got on with the next round. So now we no longer have to worry about the debuff. We're going to send in our God. Deal loads of damage to this simulated alpha, hopefully. And then carry on with everyone else. So active skill on Maya. Very nice. Active skill on the Magic Arrow. Active skill with the Deadly Shadow. And now here we are back with Phantom Blade. Who again is just going to basic attack. And now, Sakura Dancer, looking at everyone, their health is okay. I don't want to go wasting our active skills just yet, so we're just going to basic with her. And this is the important thing. If you want to master Simulated Alpha, it's knowing when and when not to use your active skill on Sakura Dancer. If you were just putting this into auto mode, you wouldn't be able to do any of this level of detail and strategic play. So it's really important you learn how to monitor the energy on your heroes, learn when to use your active skill and when not to use your active skill. They're really important abilities to master if you want to get good at Angel Legion. So now it's Sakura Dancer's turn. You'll notice that everyone's health is a little risky. Like, Sakura Dancer is not going to live. It's less than 50%. Same here with Deadly Shadow and Phantom Blade. I don't even want to risk it. It's right on the edge. So what we're going to do is go with an active skill, which is going to heal everyone. So it's an emergency heal we're doing now, which is completely fine. We just only want to use that when we absolutely have to. Right, look, yeah, everyone's health is super low now. If it wasn't for that heal, we'd have lost Deadly Shadow and Phantom Blade. So we're going to, again, UAV round now, because we've been debuffed and the enemy has buffed themselves, so there's really no point attacking them because we'll deal hardly any damage. So we're just going to UAV, heal our team, let's go. So Healy, 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 and now finally Sakura Dancer. Again, we want to remove that debuff, so now is a time we use this active skill. We get the Purify because we're lucky. And actually, looking at Storm Witch, her health is pretty high. So I am going to go with a basic attack here because now we've purified away that attack debuff. We should do some damage. Not a lot because the opponent is damage resistant, but we'll still do a little bit. It's hardly anything. Yeah, it's 10% of what we would normally deal. So it kind of sucks. But at least we got rid of the debuff and did a little bit of damage because it really wasn't important getting any more healing on our Storm Witch. Also, by doing a basic attack, we guarantee ourselves 2 points of energy, whereas the UAV to heal might not have given us energy. But anyway, let's carry on. Let's go into our next wave. Active skills across everyone that has them, apart from Phantom Blade and Sakura Dancer. That's the important thing. Definitely not Sakura Dancer. Sakura Dancer, we want to absolutely save it for when we really, really need it. And actually, I say that, look at the health on Deadly Shadow and on Phantom Blade. It's quite low. I don't think one heal next round is going to be enough, so I think we have to do 2 active skill heals back to back here, or otherwise our heroes are going to die. So yeah, look, we're low again. We're way below the threshold, so we're going to have to heal again. Good thing Magic Arrow is still giving energy to our Sakura Dancer, and look guys, I'm actually low on our energy. I might not have enough energy for next round to be able to remove the Purify. And that's unfortunately the situation with this. If Magic Arrow had more energy, Magic Arrow hasn't done too well with energy on this run, but if she'd have given herself more energy, we may have had to skip UAVing on Magic Arrow, give energy to Sakura Dancer, and then be okay. Look how low the health is on Phantom Blade there. If we hadn't have done those 2 healings exactly where we did them, Phantom Blade would be sure dead by now, especially if we were playing on auto mode. So UAV comes out, UAV again, and unfortunately, guys, even with our energy conservation, we don't have enough energy on Sakura Dancer for her to use her active skill now, which is just, I'll be honest, it's just sucks, right? That's actually really, really unlucky. It's just the way it goes sometimes, unfortunately. But so we have to basic here, and then we're going to have to UAV on our Storm Witch, and we might lose Phantom Blade here. This is a really, really tough game mode, which really, really stretches you on how much damage you can deal to the opponent. And also, look, I'm now with this attack debuff. This sucks, but I'm still going to have to go out. One thing I will do is use my active skill on Maya so that she gives everyone an attack boost, because that will help our healing be better. But what I'm also going to do here is active skill with Magic Arrow. That's fine. But we're going to basic attack. And the reason I'm going to basic attack with our Deadly Shadow is because I think Phantom Blade deals more damage, actually, if she tandems along. So let's hopefully get the high roll and get that tandem. Yes, we did, so there's a ton of damage, that's fine. If we'd have gone for just a normal attack, because the attack debuff, it wouldn't have been as much. Now let's hope Sakura Dancer can purify away the attack debuff. Yes, she can, that's perfect, and just basic attacks with Storm Witch. Right, now, scary thing, our health is really, really low, and that's terrifying me. We're still going to use Magic Arrow to give some energy to Sakura Dancer. And look, I'm clutching it close here. Sakura Dancer needs to heal this round. She absolutely has to heal this round. But it might not be enough. We might still lose Phantom Blade, and that's scary. We'll try. We're going to heal. But no, Phantom Blade's health just isn't enough. And that could spell the end for Phantom Blade this run. So yeah, yikes. But as you can see, Phantom Blade did manage to live until round 13, which is huge. And actually, if we keep playing like this, our team is going to be completely fine. So I want to stress to you again, guys, playing in manual mode, timing your basics and your active skills, it's a really, really important thing to master. So next time you find yourself in Simulated Alpha or Endless Trial or a different, very difficult game mode that you're struggling to push to be as high as everybody else, maybe this is the technique you need to use. Get that energy in, conserve it, and use it only when it's needed. This video has been sponsored by the makers of angellegion, so if you want to download angellegion because you like the look of this game, you can find a link down below in the description, and there's also some giveaway codes if you haven't already cashed them in on your accounts. Server 17 is live on Android, so if you wanted to get on some new servers, now is the time to join, guys, and thank you so much for tuning in. If you want to catch some more angellegion content, you can find it every weekend. We release it here, so hit that subscribe button, and I'll also stick an angellegion video here on the side of the screen so you can continue watching. Thank you for tuning in, guys. I hope you have a great week, and happy idling.